Hello everyone, Hound here with another Vikings War of Clans video. So in this video I'm going to explain how I was able to make almost 75 million medals just playing solo in Asgard, in Mini-Asgard for around 3 hours. So ever since I told people that that was something that I was able to achieve, there was a lot of questions that I got asked, whether it was in the game or in other chats, on how exactly I performed it. And to be honest, I was trying my best not to give them the exact strategy, because then it would mean I can't do it. But you know, I think it's only fair, as this is only part of the game, right? I want to give you guys the advantage as well. So you have this strategy the same as me, and if you beat me and you're able to best me, then that's that's part of the game. But yeah. The first thing you need to understand with Mini-Asgard is the way the points are distributed. So the level 1 towers, which go all the way around, give you the most amount of points. Every other tower, whether it's 2s, the 3s, and the 4s, even the 5 that's all the way in the middle, they don't give you anywhere close to as much points as the level 1 towers, but they do give you points, and those points definitely add up. So if we're talking about just pure points, just sitting on a level 2 tower for the entire 3-hour period of Asgard is 500,040. It's 540,000 points, I believe. So if you sit on it for 3 full hours, that's 540,000. I think so. If you sit on it for 2 hours and 30 minutes, it becomes like 450,000. So you lose almost 90,000 for like half an hour. Anyway. That is something you have to understand. So if you sit on the level 1 towers, which give you 900 points per minute, you can score a ton of points. And that's why, Mini-Asgard is very difficult, because everyone's going to be onslaughting the level 1 towers. Most of the bigger clans who even try to hold the level 1 towers eventually will have to give up, because it's impossible. Now that the onslaught sizes are increased, you will definitely not be able to hold a level 1 tower, but you will be able to hold level 2s and up. Now, if you are a solo player, 1-person clan, there is no way that anyone else that's in the level 2s, the 3s, the 4s, even the 5 would allow you to sit on a tower. They will definitely onslaught you. They want to get all 3 of them for themselves. That's more points for them to hold the towers, right? Now, some people, in order to avoid conflict, let's say there's 2 big clans or 2 decent sized clans that they know they can onslaught each other, they're like, oh, yo, you keep that tower, I'm not going to hit you, I will keep this tower, you don't hit me, things like that. So they don't hit each other. Like, it's a blind mutual agreement not to hit each other, because otherwise they would be hitting each other off of those 2 towers, and they won't be able to get back on, especially once the lag around the towers picks up and the ones get bombarded, you can't get back in. Now, here's the secret. In Asgard, there is one tower. There's one tower that's completely secluded from every other level tower. And that's the tower B4. It's towards the top left side of the map. It's B4. It's connected to 3 level 1 towers. But from the side of level 2s and 3s, there is no other connection to this tower. So if you are able to jump onto the level 1 towers and jump onto the level 2 tower, hold it off long enough for other people to not be able to onslaught you, essentially, because once those level 1 towers start picking up, there's no one that's going to be able to sit on a level 1 tower. It's impossible. It's virtually impossible to sit on those level 1 towers. So if you're able to hold it off long enough, no one can sit on those level 1 towers, then you're basically guaranteed that 500,000 points. Now, it's one singular tower, and we obviously understand there's a ton of people trying to go for these things, right? But here's the strategy that makes it very interesting. So let's say you get on the level 1 tower. And I know this, in my example, I'm saying as a solo player. A solo clan, but I do have a small alliance member with me, and also members in my own clan. And the way we opened it was everyone who was able to jumped onto the level 1 tower and set onslaughts on the level 2 for us. And then we had to make sure that my clan was the onslaught that was successful. And that was very difficult. Basically, we had a 50-50 shot. I first joined my alliance clan's onslaught because I knew there were some sort of troops in there. It was a full onslaught 270. Some of it was T7s from them, and then it was T8s from me. We failed. We refilled the main clan's onslaught immediately, sent it through, and it went through. We were able to kick them off, and that's how I got that tower. Over time, that tower was just ticking points off for me, and that's how I got so many points. Now, that said, I left the tower empty because I realized at that point that no one else has had that sort of plan. It was a very risky move, but I needed to move around because part of hitting those 3 level 1 towers that are connected to the B4 would equate to me not being able to hit them fast enough because the lag on those 3 towers was immense. I think everyone was just trying to get onto that B4 tower, so they were all hitting it, and it was just crazy amount of lag. So I jumped off the tower, I went around, and I looked for towers that were allowing me to onslaught. Perhaps 3 to 5 seconds, every 3 or 5 seconds, I could send an onslaught, and that was how I stacked more points. The 500, I would say that around like 450,000 points came from just the B4, just sitting there the way it was. And then the rest of it came from me just hitting the level 1 towers around the map. Now, you can use this same logic for other level towers. You know, when there is no lag, go onto the level 1 towers and set your pre-onslaughts with whichever accounts you want. And then wait for the level 1 towers to start lagging and send those onslaughts later on. The stronger your onslaughts, the higher the chances of you breaking the tower in one shot would really make it better for you, because then even if you get kicked off, if they have another tower behind it, your second onslaught or your other backup onslaughts could take those towers for you. This is madness, and the reason I'm introducing it to you guys is because I think this is a viable strategy and I think everyone will benefit from it. And yeah, without taking any more time out of your day, that is pretty much how I was able to make 700,000 points in MINI-ASGARD Asgard League as a solo player. Obviously, there were other players in my clan that were helping me, aiding me to get this accomplished. But in terms of scoring points, it was just me playing. They were not able to play. So that was how it went. But yeah, I hope this video helped you. If it did, please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.